policies such as smart growth, wildlands projects, resilient cities, regional visiting projects, and other so-called greener alternative projects. And whereas this United Nations Agenda 21 plan of radical so-called sustainable development views the American way of life of private property ownership, single-family homes, private car ownership, and individual travel choices, and privately owned farms, all as destructive to the environment. And whereas, according to United Nations Agenda 21 policy, social justice is described as the right and opportunity of all people to benefit equally from the resources afforded us by society and the environment, which would be accomplished by socialist and communist redistribution of wealth. And whereas, according to United Nations Agenda 21 policy, national sovereignty is deemed a social injustice. Therefore, be it resolved that the Clark County Republican Central Committee recognizes the destructive and insidious nature of United Nations Agenda 21 and hereby exposes to the public and public policy makers.
Down with Agenda 21!
I'm not done yet. I ain't done yet. Public. Now I lost my place. I got to start over. Therefore, be it resolved that the Clark County Republican Central Committee recognizes the destructive and insidious nature of the United Nations Agenda 21 and hereby exposes to the public and public policy makers the dangerous intent of the plan. And therefore, be it further resolved that we recognize that the United States government nor any state or local government is legally bound by United Nations Agenda 21 treaty in that it has never been ratified by the United States Senate. And therefore, be it further resolved that the federal, state, and local governments across the county need to be well informed of the underlying dangerous implications of implementation of the United Nations Agenda 21 destructive strategies for so-called sustainable development, and we hereby endorse rejection of its radical policies and rejection of any grant monies attached to it. And therefore, be it further resolved that upon approval of this resolution, the Secretary of the Clark County Republican Central Committee shall deliver a copy of this resolution to the following: each Republican member of Congress from the state of Nevada, all Republican candidates for Congress from the state of Nevada, all Republican candidates for president who qualify for RNC-sanctioned debate, the chair of the Nevada Republican Party and each county Republican Party in the state of Nevada, the chair of the Clark County Board of Commissioners, each mayor and each city council member of every incorporated city in Clark County. Section 2, that this resolution is hereby introduced by motion of individual Clark County Republican Central Committee member Diana Orrick. Section 3, formal statements of the Standing Committee on Resolutions in support of the adoption of the resolution. The Resolutions Committee strongly urges the adoption of this resolution without additional comment. Section 4, this resolution shall take effect and be enforced from and after its passage at the close of the meeting, the Clark County Republican Central Committee, which it was passed, adopted, and approved this 15th day of May of 2002, Las Vegas, Nevada, Clark County Republican Central Committee.
Mr. Chairman. Mr. Chairman, this is Randy Rose. I call the question.
If I may, will the chair authorize? If I may take a moment for one question, will you allow a friendly amendment to have this delivered to all congressional members from the state of Nevada, not just the Republican ones?
Yes! Yes!
Is there a second to that?
Second!
All right, all in favor?
Aye!
Oh, I should have asked for any discussion. Okay, any discussion? Sir, you have a question about the amendment?
Yes.
Just a minute. This is the friendly amendment.
The resolution?
The friendly amendment, not the whole resolution. We had a call for the question. We'll get that for a second. I didn't want to leave Shelley Berkeley out. She's such a nice lady. Okay? And I didn't want to leave Harry Reid out either. Okay? So they'll get copies too.
Yeah!
Okay? All right.
Give Harry Reid two copies.
We did a friendly amendment, adopt the amendment. Aye. All opposed? Okay, now on the resolution, there was a call for the question. All in favor of calling the question or ceasing discussion and calling the question, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Okay, the opinion of the chair is the ayes have it. Call the question. All in favor of the resolution, say aye. Aye. All opposed? Okay, the resolution is adopted.